What is good, yo? Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Rebel Broadcast, and I am your host, the kid from Manila making waves, baby, DJ Kobeast. And for this episode, nako, sobrang exciting nitong episode na to because for this episode, the kinuha nating guest, she's one of the leading underground slash bass music DJs here in the Philippines. Di ko na pa tatagalin pa. Make some noise for Ate Ezzrei.
Hello, thanks for having me, Kobe.
What's up, Ate? What's up?
I'm
Kamusta?
good. I'm really good. Thanks for taking the time to get me, and I'm really excited to share my experiences in this podcast.
Also, thank you so much. Alam nyo ba guys, as in kakadating lang ni Ate from her trip, from her flight,
No,
from Siargao.
From La Union.
From La Union pala, from La Union. Sorry, from La Union. And dumiretso agad siya dito sa URBN Makati on a Monday night.
On a Monday
Who
night.
does that? Who does that?
Yeah. Yung mga talagang gustong tumugtog ng bass.
Yes, sir. Pero ito ate, to start things off, para sa mga nanonood sa atin, nakakabasok lang sa nightlife, sino ba si Ezzrei?
Well, okay. Well, I'm Ezzrei. I'm a DJ. I'm a producer, and I'm a teacher. I'm a writer. I'm many things, but most importantly, I'm just someone who really loves music. And I like to start things. I am mostly associated with Continuum, the underground bass movement that we started in Manila, and as one of the pioneers of the Siargao music scene. Like if you're hearing about the Siargao party scene now, if you have been there and if you're enjoying there, yun, kami yung next start on among with other people. And to cut it short, like when I got there were no DJs. There were really no DJ parties. So it was kind of like our idea to kind of like separate the days. So anyway, going back to your question, Ezzrei is just an all-around creative, like ADHD, ADHD doer. Like I just really like to do things when it comes to music and building communities and around music. Because I really think that when you build communities, that makes the younger ones have a chance.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Pero ate, can you tell us more about your journey to becoming one of the leading underground DJs here in the Philippines?
Okay, that's kind of a funny question because, I was into music as I could remember. Like growing up, it's always around me. Like it's always like a centrifugal force in my life. So I started my music journey aside from just listening to all types when I was exposed, I guess, to MTV, to NU 107,
Yes.
to all those sources, to Power Recto. When I finished school in UST, one of the really passionate things that I did were I was a writer. I was studying under the likes of sila Lourdes Rivera, sila Sir Alde Malata, which we all know are from the underground punk movement. So that mixed with a lot of like just ideals, just like alternative ideals, made me realize that I really wanted to be a music journalist.
Yeah.
So I was a music journalist actually for 12 years before I became a DJ.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like always exposed to a lot of like the underground cultures. Like my first interview was Sugar Free. I remember this when I worked for FHM. And so like after I got published there, I was like, okay, I think I really want to do this because I found as a writer, I found myself the most comfortable and the most expressive when I'm writing about music. And it's almost like it's the kind of writing that you get paid to share your opinions about it. And there's nothing, like the public can do about it, but to accept it. Or like, So I really, really value that because it's so creative. And it kind of like encourages people to listen, which is like I've really, really wanted to do that ever since. So I feel like I carry that on towards everything that I do. So in 2015, I moved to Siargao Island. And when I got there, I noticed that it was only a couple of parties going on. Like it was already becoming a famous tourist spot, Like I built my hostel, the Hangout, which in 2015, which I met amazing people also. So when I started my hostels, I started to do the music nights. So every Friday I would gather around my guests and we would play like different themes. 1 week it would be dub, 1 week it would be reggae or like soul, jazz, because the only available music was either reggaeton or super hard techno. There were no DJs in the island. This was in 2015. So parang one day, my friends who were American and Swedish, they were gonna go away, like they were gonna leave. So they had a despedida and it was in a bar called Pagoda Beach Bar. Tapos, my friend had an idea, Arian, who I love so much. Hello, Arian. Like, she said, why don't you DJ? And I'm like, "But I don't know how to DJ." So what I did, I downloaded virtual DJ, no controller. So I love hip hop kasi I would always play hip hop songs, and then my friends would be like, "Yo, you know what? There's no hip hop in the island." So what I did was like I literally copy and pasted yung mga tracks na parang when one verse would stop, I know exactly what to like. Walang fade in, fade out lang.
Yeah.
And so all the parties are kind of like that. But I noticed na parang a party that was supposed to be for 30 people, naging parang 200 yung tao. Like they heard parang, oh my God, is that hip hop? So parang daming tao. And then after that, I was given like a residency for this resort called Viento del Mar. That was the first official hip hop Friday night parties in the island. So that was like 2016. So that was going on. And then Harana came. Like, do you want to DJ? Kasi before, it was like acoustic party sila, which is great also. And then when they got me, we noticed that there's a community building. Every Saturday, people would come, people who own businesses would take their guests and friends to dance to the music I'm sharing. So that was really the birth of my DJing. Like, I didn't really get paid for like a whole year, ganon. Like, just like drinks, but because I really just enjoyed the feeling that was like the time like I was cultivating myself, kind of like, like mastered art of crowd reading. And like, to know like what they like. So parang nagkaroon kami ng mga island anthems, yung mga Don Pen, mga Sister Nancy, gano'n. Tapos, as the years go on, when Free the Robots, my good friend Chris right now, came to visit. Free the Robots is obviously one of the pioneers of the LA beatmaking scene. He's such a legend, and then he comes to Manila every year with the B-side family to play gigs. And then one day, sila J-Ru, she's a good friend of mine too, also an island legend, brought him to the island. I met him and he was like, "My God, you can surf here?" And I was opening for him. And he taught me literally 30 minutes before our set to use the controller, SB3.
Yeah.
That was it. Like 2 years later, imagine I already built a community. Kaya sila nakatugtog doon with just virtual DJing. So I always like to say this, like, I got this from Lord de Vera. Like, wala yan sa pana, nasa Indian.
Yeah.
Like kahit anong wala.
Yeah. Pero ito ate, talking about the underground community, syempre bilang a female underground DJ in a male-dominated industry, lalo na dito sa Philippines, not just a male-dominated industry, mainstream-dominated industry. How do you balance staying true to your identity while adapting to different crowds and trends?
That's I love answering this question kasi actually, as a DJ, I've learned that no matter how lalim ng digs mo, I really believe that also as a DJ, you need to be malleable and adaptive. And it doesn't have to be in a mindset na parang you'll play this song and then immediately like mainstream, tag ka na as like baduy, ganon. I really don't believe in that. Kasi you can actually deliver it. It's the way you deliver. And if you deliver it well, without losing your identity, then you've done your job.
Yes,
because
sir.
for me, like, the job of a DJ also is to like curate songs na parang nakaka-surprise sa crowd. And if it's like a mainstream song na sobrang ganda pa ng pagkaka-edit mo ng bass, and then suddenly they have an appreciation for that song.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you bring like different crowds together. And that's the whole point of Continuum actually.
Yeah.
Like, to kind of like bridge all the gaps. And I kind of stay true to my identity without, I feel like, tumugtog talaga ako. Like, ma-bass talaga, alam mo yun, like, yung mga drops. And it's like, even if I play like commercial, all commercial tracks, if the drops are heavy, like, diba? Like, I feel like, it's really hard to like, be like, against a really, really good set.
Yeah. Pero ito since you mentioned Continuum, let's talk about Continuum. Kasi personally, I'm a big fan of Continuum, ate. I love the movement, big respect on that. So, with that being said, what motivated you to start the Continuum, and what vision do you have for the collective? And what's the story behind it?
Okay, so Continuum actually was like, it was born out of like just a need to play bass music. Like I would always have conversations with other DJs since I started to be booked in the population area that, you know what, there's really no dedicated dedicated night for bass music. And actually one of the first people that I talked to about this was si Jacob, si Thurskid. Because we were friends in the island and he actually saw one of the raves that we did and I played bass music, like the jungle ako noon. And he's like, he booked me for a gig in Futurist. And binigyan ako ni Samantha ng freedom to just play drum and bass. So I played hardstyle, I played jungle, and I really was nervous kasi parang yung mga industry heavies na, but they appreciated it. So I felt na parang it was a nice way for me to kind of like say na maybe we can establish a night. And then actually it was like with like collaborating with One Collective actually. They sort of like built the night in Apoteca since sila yung may connects doon. Si Joaquin actually, he was like, okay, like nagkaroon na kami ng night sa Apoteca. So like I did the programming and the vision was simple, you know, to kind of like present a night of bass music and to kind of like bring all the groups, different groups of like musicians and artists together. Because all of them, kahit na kasabihin natin underground, commercial, mainstream, hip-hop, all of you have that bass, you know, like like consciousness na parang suddenly we're getting like messages from like DJs na oh, can I play? Can I play? It's almost like we never really like reach out. They reach out to us. So I really saw the big potential in that. Parang the point was to really just make it accessible, make bass music accessible because it's the kind of music that's run through many generations and the history, like the colorful history in the UK, you know, like the sound system history. If you notice, like all the jungle tracks from like the 80s, it still sounds the same. You know, they still use the same drum beats. You know, like the breaks are the same. It means that it stays true to what it is. And ang dami-dami lang yung mutations all over the world. It's almost like it's world music. It's considered world music. Everybody, all the nations in the world celebrate it. And I feel like tayo sobrang huli natin with it. You could go to different parts of Southeast Asia, buong-buo na yung bass nila. And I kind of wanted Philippines to have representation, and I feel like meron na rin tayo ngayon. So yeah, that was like that's like my vision and like my plan ever since, and I'm still continuing to see that. And like slowly but surely, there was a time na ang grabe kami. Like ngayon, I feel like we're doing different things, but it's there. It's been established. Parang, I'm really happy that you're a fan, and then I went to Cebu, and then I was surprised that they're like younger DJs who started like a Bantayan bass club, and I was really happy about that. Wow, that really makes me so glad, you know? So,
eto ate, I don't know if you agree with this, but yung, what do you call this? Yung, let's say clout. Yung clout ng bass music dito sa Pilipinas, it's like a roller coaster. There was a time na sobrang poppy niya, dubstep, hardstyle. That's like what, 2015 until 2018. Then nag-dive down siya. It came back to the underground. So the question is, as one of the leading people of Continuum, ngayon sa panahon niya, what do you think? Nasa ano ba siya? Nasa underground ba siya, or
you know,
it could get to the mainstream? Or
I don't think. I think it's transcending. Well, I saw a post by DJ Mag that there's an increase, like a crazy boost of drum and bass streams this 2024, sorry, like exponentially crazy amount of streams. And like you can see, all of the people are having drum and bass edits, all of the famous acts, even David Guetta is playing drum and bass now. So it's like, I don't think it's underground anymore. It's about just like the delivery. I think it actually, for me, it can't be like really said underground or mainstream. It is what it is eh. Na parang bass music, it's its own kind of like, parang, hindi siya concept but it's its own kind of world. It can be in the mainstream, it can be in the underground, it still would be the same. You know, so I really feel that it has a special power to kind of bring everyone together. And it's like, if you're in it for the cloud, well, at least aware ka sa mga drum and bass, sa mga ganun. Parang may natututunan ka. Diba? Kasi it's really, bass is very sound driven. Diba? Hindi siya looks driven, hindi siya like popular. Sound talaga. Kapag magaling ka mag-bass, and it's like, yung ka talaga mapapansin. Your sound, your set, the delivery, your production, it's not really about like how you look, how famous you are. So I really believe that.
Eto ate, let's go back about the Continuum. Siyempre, di natin may iwasan, lalo na yung mga up and coming DJs, marami dyan bass music yung nag-spark sa kanila into DJing, and they're a fan of Continuum. Me personally, like I said, I'm a fan. So the question is, as one of the leading people of Continuum, ano ba yung mga hinahanap nyo? Ano yung mga criteria nyo sa pag-book ng DJs?
Actually, you know
this one's for the people na gustong makatry sa Continuum.
Actually, you know what? I have a funny story to tell. Our criteria is actually just the drive, just wanting to be there. Okay, example, there's a kid, I wouldn't say he's a kid, sorry. There's a producer from Laguna, si Neil Rock, grabe siya, sobrang galing nito. Anyway, he just sent me a message one time on Instagram. Nag-send lang siya ng mga gawa niya. And for me, hindi pa siya nakatulog masyado ng mga gigs, pero grabe yung mga gawa niya. And I feel like, if you just have the passion for it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like ito ako, kahit no matter how good you are, you think you are, pero yung personality mo is like you're too good for everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna thrive. Kasi part of what makes this work is the humility to actually
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, can you listen to this? Ganun. But for me, I really look for, track selection,
Yeah.
unang-una, at saka yung delivery, at saka yung, alam mo yun, yung grit kapag talagang mabigat yung tugtog nakakatuwa. And it's like different criteria for every, there's always a balance when you make programs, you know? So it's like when the balance is right, sometimes it doesn't have to be heavy, sometimes it doesn't have to be ganyan. Pero like, song selection is number one for me.
Yeah.
Talagang pag gusto ko yung mga dates mo, like in the mixtape,
Eto ate, what does the process look like when curating events or
Alright.
collaborating with other artists under Continuum?
Usually, kasi ako, like, before, like, I would do the graphics, I would do the graphics, I would do the marketing, I would do the community work. The process would usually take like 2 weeks or 3 weeks of like promoting, like figuring out like who are we gonna put, and then usually we bring people together in a way na isang galing hip hop community, isang galing techno or underground community, or isang galing sa commercial or mainstream realm, or isang bago. Laging may open commerce. Parang I don't wanna gatekeep. That's like I never really believe in gatekeeping kasi with gatekeeping, it's just gonna be one of those fads.
Yeah.
Alam mo, this is gonna be one of those fads that are not reachable.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be exclusive. It's okay to be like that. But right now, kasi I don't think we're at the stage that, it needs to be exclusive.
Yeah.
Because bass music is not exclusive.
Yeah.
It's a worldwide thing. It's a
Yeah.
global thing. It's like
Yeah.
appealing. Yeah. So parang,
Yeah, exactly.
yun ang usually ang process. Like, we figure out who's there, and then, of course, there's like the execution of the event,
Yeah.
which comes in the day. So it's really a lot of work. It's
Yeah.
really a lot of work, and there's a lot of, it's here, wala kami, we don't earn anything, but we earn the community, na parang, the community is strong, and at the end of the day, that's really what we're working for.
Yeah.
Just to have like a base night,
Yeah.
like an outlet, and like a time in their lives that people who listen and people who play experience bass music real, like hardcore underground, or like even mainstream, but real bass music.
Eto ate, this is last question, second to the last question before we move on to the next topic. Eto, when will we experience the Continuum event again?
Okay, actually we're trying to do something in Siargao Island kasi we're trying to do more regional stuff since ang dami na nating nagawa sa Manila. I think it's time to kind of go into different places kasi at the end of the day, once we do that, there's still gonna be a time that it'll come back to Manila. So when we do it, it's all like, it's a nationwide thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like, in Manila, we still have our DJs here, of course. And we are looking to have the next Continuum on March, actually. March or April in Siargao Island.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be a big one. So, yun.
Yeah.
And then after that, we can like do something in Manila again.
Yeah.
But since I'm there, it just makes sense. And that's actually where I started to DJ bass music.
Yeah.
And then so it's just like a homecoming for me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
Eto ate, last question before we go on about the Siargao tour, the Siargao trip that you had. How do you see Continuum evolving in the future? And sabay ko na rin, how do you see the bass music here in the Philippines evolve in the future?
Okay. So I see Continuum as like, while I have big plans for it, it's always gonna be like, a slow, process for me until a lot of people want to get involved to actually like do the active legwork. Because at the end of the day, like I do other things. So, but I'm definitely sure that it's still gonna continue and
Yeah.
it's still there. The fact that we have like a compilation of original bass tracks made with indigenous sounds, which is not coming out yet because we're trying to like really figure out like the best way to deliver it. So
Yeah.
there's actually a lot of projects,
Yeah.
brewing up, and I feel like if you do regional shows, it's like really gonna benefit a lot of the community building aspect. Like meron na sa Cebu, like I'm sure sa Davao, sa CDO pala, like the social slam boys meron na din. So like I really want to go around, and that's why I went to Cebu also. I was playing with guys from Play Radio and I played breaks. And it's kind of like spread the sound. If it's like, if I'm not doing stuff here in Manila, I'm still working very hard to kind of spread the sound everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yun.
Ito ate, since we're talking about the regional tours, regional shows, you should try Butuan.
Yeah, that's a trend.
Muffs is the shit,
Book nyo kasi
ate.
ako. Pupunta naman ako doon.
Muffs is the shit,
I
ate.
know, I've
Grabe
always wanted
doon.
to go there, pero yeah, like when I'm there, sana book nyo ako para
Yeah.
tatakbo ako doon.
Yeah. Anyway, shoutouts to Muffs Butuan.
Hello, book nyo ako.
Yeah. Ayun na, Miss Ezzrei. Anyway, ate, since nabanggit mo kanina Siargao trip, let's talk about your recent residency at Siargao. So, you recently had a residency and tour in Siargao. How did this experience shape you as an artist?
Oh, well, really, it's a big deal because it's actually in Siargao where I really learned to spin electronic music, like more of house and techno, because of my friends there who are amazing selectors. Like, shout out to Putin Bear and si Maxime and si Borhead, which is actually my partner when doing Starry Raves. So they really are very serious about what they do. And then in the backdrop of the island, there's no competition, there's no like harshness, it's all about music, no? So it's like, it's really nice for me to kind of like be around and meet all these people and DJs from all over the world. So like my mindset, it's like Manila is not only my crowd. It's like there I learn different styles of music and like I still get to like maintain my bass sound, and then they actually regard and know me as a bass DJ. So that's really good because no matter if like you get like a gig tas walang tao, it doesn't really bother me because for me like all experiences are different.
Yeah.
It's just like going around Siargao, of course it's my home. I really value how the music scene has evolved. It's like really amazing, like the guys from Barbosa,
Yeah.
Maxime with Goodies and Happiness, and now like and Mama Coco even with the techno. And then now I'm actually starting like another string of events which is gonna take place, which is gonna focus on Afro house
Yeah.
and Afro beats for Bahala. Watch out for the Bahala parties. So it's a constant practice on actually creating, making events, production. So like what I'm doing there is gonna be all helpful. It's still very helpful in the long run. Because
Yeah.
I feel like this is like what I'm good at today. Like not even DJing it, just like the community building aspect. So that's really all it's all about. Community building and skill building. So yeah.
On your own perspective, base sa mga nakita mo, sa na-experience mo sa Siargao, how would you describe the music scene and vibe in Siargao compared to Manila?
Oh, it's so different. It's so different. Siargao is it's so diverse and it's all the taste level is like, and then I don't even want to say na parang in a way na parang ang exclusive. No, it's just celebrating all different cultures and all different kind of sounds. It's all inclusive, and the crowd, the energy, grabe. Every single day. So all the DJs, whoever you ask na nakapunta na dun, they all say one thing, gusto ko lumipat dyan instead of the dyan. It's true. And I'm so proud of what it has become because before, imagine ako lang.
Yeah.
And then now, my friends, I see Siargao take over and I'm like, natatawa ako kasi parang,
Yeah.
what are you trying to take over?
Yeah.
Wala naman kasing take over. Wala talaga kami wala kang matitake over kasi it's very hard to actually kind of like put a finger on it kasi it's just so always evolving.
Yeah.
So compared to Manila, I just feel like sa Manila rin, which is also very good. I love Manila music scene. But I feel like here, medyo mga collectives.
Yeah.
Wala kami ganun dun. Everybody's family,
Yeah.
everybody's friends, and everybody's welcoming.
So parang ang role lang nung community nyo
Super
doon.
raw and super happy. Everybody's happy kasi everybody's surfing. We're in an island. There's no
Yeah.
way to stress.
Yeah.
There's no reason to stress
Yeah.
about anything. Like, parang it doesn't exist yung mga issue.
Yeah. Were there any particular gigs or venue or events or moments in Siargao that stood out for you as a DJ?
Absolutely. Like, of course, like the time that I was resident in Luski's Motoculture where it all started, and then the first string of raves that we did, the Jabber sessions at Ezzrei, where we established like a really hard bass sound and like a really no holds bar kind of like creation, and then actually all my gigs in Happiness, Beach Bar, and Goodies, I really would say na parang I really push myself.
Yeah.
Because like of all the people that's working with me, na parang, yeah, just go hard.
Yeah.
Go fuck. Okay, yeah, we'll go hard. So with that kind of freedom, you can do so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like say every time I play at Barbosa, Harana, Goodies, and yeah.
Eto ate, since you're back here in Manila again, siguro for the last question about Siargao is, what lessons or inspirations did you bring back to Manila from your time there in
Okay,
Siargao?
I'm so proud to say that I kind of brought like the mindset of just like chill in a way na parang yung hindi ka masyado na-apektuhan with like so many external kasi parang you know what you can bring to the table, and if you know like yourself musically, it'll transcend, and like the energy, I feel like people gravitate towards you because they feel it, they feel the passion, they feel like the vibe. So that's like actually made in Siargao na parang it's, like, I'm surfing there, like, it's a nice life there. So like I feel like every time I go here and I get stressed out, I just think of the island. And when DJs from Manila go there, they feel the same. They feel the same na parang yun.
Ito ate, now that you're back here in Manila, what are the immediate plans for your career and Continuum?
Actually, like, I'm not matagal sa Manila this time. Dumaan lang ako actually. Pero like, for my career, I'm actually taking a few residencies in Siquijor for like a really good venue and event that I'm gonna try to start. And then I want to continue traveling the Philippines to play bass music actually. And then for Continuum, it's yun nga, like I said, we're gonna do regional shows, hopefully in Cebu, hopefully in like Butuan. Like I'm really open to that because like marami talagang nag-uumpisa mag-DJ ng drum and bass in the south, so that's the plan. Like it's regional and more like residencies and curation projects, and it's good. And practicing my marketing and promotion also.
Going back about drum and bass, like you said ate, biglang nag-pop siya dito eh. I mean, dati drum and bass, kahit sobrang lalim mo na sa EDM, yung iba hindi pa rin nila trip yun eh.
Yeah.
Ngayon, Badadan came out, Gunfinga, Chase and Status, K9, and so on and so forth. How does it feel na yung mga genre dati na solely for underground lang, na yung may niche lang na nakaka-ikot doon sa community na yun? How does it feel na it's in the mainstream now,
For me, it feels good. Like, I really think that it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's just good for everyone to have that kind of like awareness and knowledge about bass music. Like, I would never ever gatekeep bass music. Sa totoo lang. I'm more excited to see like actually it's getting more popular. Because at the end of the day, that's what you want, like understanding. Like as a person, that's what you want. Basic human connection through music, through bass. That's even better. Yun. So like I really feel good about it actually.
Tsaka mapapansin mo yung mga mainstream music ngayon, K-pop music.
Yeah.
Kadalasan,
pero like K-pop music is a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
It's a lot of break beats talaga.
Yeah.
So like that's why, and a lot of like dubstep vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
May UKG vibes sila. Yung
Exactly.
Elements, DNB.
Mismo lahat ng edits, may UKG edit, may dubstep edit, may Miami bass. That's all bass music. Like yung mga edits ngayon sa SoundCloud, it's all bass music. Yeah.
Exactly. Ito, ate, what are the long-term goals as an artist and for Continuum as a collective?
For long-term goals as an artist, I just want to keep on curating. I just want to keep on performing and actually hopefully educating about it. Like I feel like the journey would never stop anytime soon. So like, and for Continuum, I can't really pinpoint what exactly is gonna happen, but I know that we have a compilation coming out, we have events coming out. Long-term plans, I just want us to have like a bass identity, like the Philippines to have a bass identity. Long-term plans, like when you think, oh, is there bass music in the Philippines? Oh yeah, like I just want everybody else in the world to kind of like have that kind of consciousness na parang not necessarily Continuum, but just like I want sana Continuum to kind of help make that happen, like what you guys are doing.
Alam mo, minsan natin, may patamang daydream lang ako. Minsan iniisip ko, what if kaya pagdating sa poblasyon, merong 3 bars na, or 3 clubs na solely for bass music
Sana
lang.
nga, sana.
Sana, di ba? I mean, sobrang dali siguro. I mean, sobrang saya siguro nun.
Sobrang saya nun, yeah. Bar hop.
Yeah. Kasi like, Bad Decisions have hip-hop, trap. I mean, sana in the future, no? There's some events, regular weekly events.
Yeah, sana kasi sa ibang bansa ganun eh. Like Macau, the Macau scene is, shout out to JHQQ. Like, grabe ang Macau. Macau, Hong Kong, Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam, lahat. We're so behind. Yeah. So parang sana makahabol.
Yes, sir. Lastly, ate, how do you see the underground music scene in the Philippines growing in the next few years, and how do you hope to contribute to it?
It's kind of hard to tell how it will shape up because there's always so surprising. But, like, I'm so hopeful kasi, like, there's, like, people like si Hilay Hideki, like, they're starting Warp Hole. It's this amazing underground party na, wow, blows my mind. And then, I see, like, the developments are like, wow. As long as meron ganun constantly and I see the kids from Cebu, like, making bass music, like, I think like it's just gonna get better and better, the underground movement. And how do I contribute to it? Like I feel like I'm constantly contributing with what I'm doing in a way that parang if like if more people are kind of like exposed to say mga mixtape, I always try to parang make connections na in a way that they would ask me for a mixtape, even if it's like Australia, ganito. Kasi it kind of allows me to tell a story about our culture here. So recently, like I was featured in PBS.com, Australia yun. And I was just talking about our bass music. So it's like, I feel like that's my contribution in a way because I'm an educator and everything. Kasi when you look back at history, who's gonna record all of this? Kayo nga, you're doing such a great job with your platform. And I kind of wanna hope that it continues, so yeah.
Ito ate, dito di siya question pero for the last part, as a female DJ, as an underground DJ, as an event organizer, producer, what are the tips or mapapayo mo sa mga up-and-coming DJs natin, lalo na sa mga up-and-coming female DJs?
Yeah, sa mga upcoming female DJs, dude, like, focus more on your content when it comes to your sets. Your music, your delivery, your transitions, like, spend a lot of time, dig, practice every day. I remember I was just practicing 2 hours a day. If you don't have a controller, save up for it. I really, really want, like, that's the best tip I can get. Like, save up for a controller.
Yeah.
Save up for equipment. Kahit maliit lang or hiram ka, practice.
Yeah.
Practice and never stop digging. Never stop digging. Kasi, but one day, you're gonna, when you feel like ayaw mo na mag-dig, then maybe it's not for you. But you have to continue digging. You have to continue innovating.
Yeah.
Never stop. And like I said, it's nice to kind of like, present yourself, package yourself in a way that's very attractive to the eyes. But our point here is we have to be both. So I huge respect to the female DJs that are slaying it. I mean, like, every time I hear or see a female DJ na talagang I really like respect, because I feel like style-wise, it has to come from, within. Yun lang. Practice.
Ito ate, before we end this podcast, baka may mga gusto ko i-shoutout, promote, and when will they see you next?
Oh my
Ano yung
gosh.
mga upcoming shows?
Okay. Well,
Which regions? Whatever.
Which region? Well, I'm gonna play New Year's Eve in Siargao, my home, for Goodies and Happiness New Year's Eve party. I'm actually gonna play some house and disco, which I've never done before in a big setting like that, but I'm excited. And then I want to be in Sinulog. Yeah, like I think we're trying to like do something in Sinulog. What was the question again? Sorry, like like where am I gonna be next? Yun lang. And then please watch out for a string of events in Siquijor Island. I can't say it yet, but that's where I'm gonna focus my energy in the next month. And some Afro beats in the island, so watch out. I recently partnered up with a hostel called Bahala, really good venue, and we're bringing in a really really amazing DJ on February. So like, watch out for that. I'm gonna post on my socials, so it's gonna be really good. And also, I really noticed that there's not a lot of female representation in a lot of the underground scene. So I'm trying to start like a sort of like a female-led lineup string of events to kind of like showcase the different styles of female DJs in the island, their stories. Yeah, so watch out for that.
So, there you have it. You heard it from the woman, the myth, the legend herself, Mrs. Ezzrei. Ate, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And there you have it. Once again, I am your host, the kid from Manila making waves, Kobeast, and you are listening to Rebel Broadcast signing off by Midnight Rebels. Pew, pew, pew. Thank you, ate.
Thank you.